Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Tina Purnamasari dari SDIT Wahdatul Ummah Metro, LPTK Universitas Wijaya Kusuma Surabaya, sedang melaksanakan ujian kinerja untuk memenuhi kewajiban sebagai mahasiswa PBG dalam jabatan kategori 2 tahun 2022 pada tanggal 13 Desember 2022. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
I am very well, thank you. Okay, first of all, let's open our meeting with praying together.
Let's start our great class by praying together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma warzuqni fahma. Amin. Ya Rabbal Alamin. Okay, well, thank you, Nisa. Well, before we continue our activity, I will check attendance first. Zakia Magfirah. Okay. Soima Takia, Rizka Nafi'ah, Naura Nadir, Briliana Konita, Gaida Shifa. Okay, well, now to get the best atmosphere before we discuss our lessons today, we play a game. Okay? Okay. The name is Do Opposite. Okay. The instructions are, if I say jump left, so you have to jump to the right. And then if I say jump right, you have to jump to the left. So, and if I say jump forward, you have to jump, okay, backward. And do opposite, yeah? Okay. Okay, please stand up. Hold your friend's shoulder. Jump forward. Oke, lebih cepat ya. Jump forward. Jump right. Jump left. Ada yang salah? Oke, kelompok ini salah ya. Oke, lebih fokus lagi ya. Kita lakukan sekali lagi. Oke, keep your hand in your friend's shoulder. Oke. Okay, jump forward. Jump backward. Okay, jump left. Salah. Okay, give applause for us. Okay, before we continue our lessons, I have question for you. Do you still remember what did we learn last week?
Yes.
Okay, Nisa, can you explain what did we learn last week?
Narrative text.
Narrative text. So what is narrative text itself?
Narrative text is an imaginative story to entertain the readers by presenting the events that has a problem, causes conflict, and at the end there is a resolution.
Okay. And then?
Can be happy or sad ending.
Okay, well, what are the generic structure of the narrative text itself? Anybody know? Okay, Afra?
Orientation, complication, and resolution.
Okay, there is orientation, and then complication, and then resolution. Okay, good. Okay, well, look at me. I have a ball here. Ya, silahkan kalian perhatikan apa yang Miss lakukan. Okay? Okay, what do I do? Can you make a sentence? Ada yang bisa? Okay, Siva?
Mrs. Tina bounces a ball. Okay, Mrs. Tina bounces a ball.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay, now what happened to the ball?
A ball bounced by Mrs. Tina.
Okay, gini ya? Okay. Well, from two sentences here, Oke, can you find the differences? Ada yang tahu bedanya apa sih? Kalimat pertama dengan kalimat kedua, bedanya apa? Oke, Brili?
Subject of the first sentence is Mrs. Tina, and then subject of the second sentence is a ball.
Ball. Okay. Subject from the first sentence is Mrs. Tina, and then in the second one a ball. Ya, subjeknya adalah a ball. Oke. Itu benar atau tidak? Menurut kalian gimana? Benar? Iya. Sebuah kalimat itu kan ada subjek, ada predikat atau verb, kita kenal ya dalam bahasa Inggris, dan ada objek. Setidaknya ada ini, ya, kalau kita buat kalimat. Ini benar, subjeknya Mrs. Tina. And then the second one is a ball. Iya, benar, subjeknya seperti itu. Semua sepakat? Setuju? Oke, well, good job, really. Oke, from the first sentence is called active sentence, ya. For the first sentence, ya, it called active sentence because the subject performing an action. Jadi subjeknya ini melakukan sesuatu. Melakukan apa tadi, Mrs. Tina-nya? Iya, bunch, ya, memantulkan bola. Begitu ya. Jadi subjeknya performing an action, ya, melakukan suatu tindakan atau action, begitu ya. And the second one is called passive sentence. Ada kalimat aktif, ada kalimat pasif, ya. Because the subject is acted, ya, by the verb action. Jadi subjeknya ball ini itu akibat dari verbnya. Tadi Miss Tina kan memantulkan sebuah bola, begitu ya. Ya, karena bolanya ini memantulkan dari verbnya, maka dia disebut passive sentence. So, in this opportunity, we are going to learn about passive voice. We are focused in present and past form. Jadi kita hari ini mau belajar tentang passive voice, ya. Tapi fokus pada present and past tense. Ya, sebelum masuk ke materi, Miss akan membacakan tujuan pembelajaran dari apa yang akan kita lakukan. The first one, analyzing generic structure and language features from the text that involves the act of providing information regarding traditional Indonesian food, ya, terkait penggunaan kalimat pasif pada simple present and past tense. And then second one, make passive voice or make passive sentence from active sentences. Nanti kalian akan mengubah bentuk kalimat aktif menjadi kalimat pasif. And the third one, make a text that involves the act of providing information using passive sentences based on the topic. Nanti membuat teks interaksi transaksional, tulis sederhana yang melibatkan tindakan memberi informasi, penggunaan kalimat pasif, simple present, dan past tense. And then the last one, presenting the text they have made in front of your friends. Okay, well, I have a video. Please watch and listen carefully. Kalian bisa menganalisis apa yang terjadi, ya, masalah apa yang dihadapkan, yang harus kalian pecahkan. Silahkan disimak baik-baik.
Good morning,
Hi, Mrs.
by the way, did you watch the movie last night?
No, I didn't. I went out with my family. What happened?
Well, the ABC bank was robbed and many workers were locked in one of the rooms there. It was horrible.
Oh my God! Did the bankers call the police officers?
No. All the cell phones were taken by the robbers. But there was a customer who saw the robbery. She ran away when the robbers came to the bank. Then the police officers were called by her.
Then what happened to the bankers?
They were saved. The police officers can handle it very well.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Enough? Enough. Okay, from the video, so what are they talking about? Mereka ngomongin apa sih? Ada masalah apa? Hah? Okay?
Where was Robert?
Rob. And then? Okay, Arwa?
And second, many workers were locked in one of the rooms.
Okay. Anyone? Ada lagi? Okay.
After this, all phones were taken by Robert.
And then?
And the fourth is the police officer were called by it.
Okay. Anyone? Ada lagi nggak?
And the fifth, they were saved.
Okay, they were safe. Okay, well, so what are they talking about? The first, benar ya kata Soima tadi, the ABC bank was robbed. Ya, robbed. Jadi tadi apa? Ada perampokan begitu ya di ABC bank ABC ya. Jadi bank ABC itu dirampok begitu ya. Kemudian the second, many workers were locked in one of the rooms. Jadi ada banyak pekerja yang dikunci ya in the room ya, salah satu ruangan. And the third, all the cell phones were taken by robbers. Okay. Apa artinya? Iya, atau teleponnya pada diambil ya, semuanya diambil oleh perampoknya. And the fourth, the police officer were called by her. Gitu ya, tadi ada kalimat-kalimat itu. And the last one, they were saved. Mereka diselamatkan. Okay. To increase your understanding about passive voice, ya, listen carefully on this video. Take your book to make a note the important information from this video. Silakan disimak baik-baik. Ini materi yang hari ini kita bahas.
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel, Mr. Chris in this class. Now, in this video, we are going to learn about passive voice. So, what is passive voice? Passive voice is a type of sentence or clause in which the subject receives the action of the verb. Jadi maksudnya, passive voice adalah jenis kalimat atau klausa di mana subjek menerima tindakan dari kata kerja. Dengan kata lain, passive voice adalah kebalikan dari active voice. Okay, now we come to the first one, which is simple present tense. Ada beberapa langkah yang bisa kita gunakan dalam mengubah kalimat aktif menjadi pasif dalam simple present tense ini. The first one, kita tentukan atau garis bawahi subjek, verb one, dan objek dari kalimat tersebut. Kemudian kita pindahkan objek ke awal kalimat. Tentukan apakah objek yang sudah di awal kalimat tersebut singular atau tunggal atau plural, jamak. Kalau singular kita berikan to be is, sedangkan kalau dia plural atau jamak kita berikan to be are. Kemudian kita tambahkan verb 3 dari verb 1 yang ada di awal kalimat tersebut. Kita tambahkan by plus subject yang ada di kalimat awal. Kita tambahkan juga masih ada keterangan tambahan dari kalimat tersebut. Dan selesai. Okay, now let's look at the following example. The security helped to open the door. Kita tentukan dulu mana yang subject, verb, dan objek dalam kalimat ini. The security ini adalah subject. Sedangkan helped adalah verb, dan ini adalah verb 2. Kemudian mom ini adalah objek. Nah, kemudian objek ini kita bawa ke depan, mom. Kita tentukan apakah mom itu singular atau plural. Karena dia singular maka pakai was. Dan help ini kita dapatkan dari help ini. Ini adalah verb 2, sedangkan ini adalah verb 3. Bentuknya sama ya. Maka dia menjadi seperti ini. Mom was helped by the security. Jadi subjek di kalimat awal menjadi agen atau agent di kalimat pasif ini ya. To open the door. Jadi artinya ibu dibantu oleh security untuk membuka pintu. Maka dalam kalimat ini mom menjadi subject, was helped ini adalah verbnya, by the security ini adalah agent. Oke? So we can conclude. Jadi bisa disimpulkan untuk kalimat aktif dari simple past tense kita memerlukan subject, verb to dan object. ya. Sedangkan untuk kalimat pasif, we need subject plus to be, was, or were, tergantung subjeknya, and then verb 3 and followed by agent, tambah by agent. And now let's see some other examples. Kita lihat contoh lainnya, perubahan kalimat aktif ke pasif. The teacher explained the lesson well. Nah, ini dalam verb to ya, karena ini simple past tense. Ini subject, ini verb to, dan ini adalah objek. Maka lessonnya kita bawa ke depan. The lesson was explained by the teacher well. Di sini verb to, ini adalah verb 3. Jadi artinya pelajaran diterangkan oleh guru dengan baik. My sister bought candies yesterday. My sister, saudara perempuanku, membeli permen. Ini adalah objek, maka objeknya kita bawa ke depan. Candies, di sini pakai were. Kenapa? Karena candies di sini adalah jamak. Were bought by my sister yesterday. Bought ini adalah verb 3. Ini juga verb 2, okay?
It is clear for you? Okay. The explanation from the video, it is clear for you? Clear? Oke. Okay. Tadi sudah dijelaskan ya tentang passive voice. Ya, jadi ada dua bentuk yang kita pelajari hari ini dalam bentuk present and past tense. Oke. Sekarang Miss punya satu kalimat aktif. Oke. Fiona eats a cake. Kira-kira ini bentuk present atau past tense? Present. Kenapa present? Ada? Iya, tambahan S di sini ya, it's ya. Oke, bentuknya present. Bagaimana kita mengubahnya dalam kalimat pasif? Oke, kita tentukan dulu. Langkah pertama yang harus kita lakukan adalah mencari atau menganalisis ya. Yang pertama tadi, tensesnya apa? Dia present kah atau past tense kah? Gitu ya. Kita tahu sudah ini adalah present. Sekarang kita tentukan dulu mana subjek, mana verb, and mana objeknya. Subjeknya siapa? Fiona. Kemudian verbnya? It. Ini ya, verb. And then, okay, is object. Nah, tadi rumusnya adalah ketika kalimat pasif, maka objeknya ditaruh ke depan. Seperti ini ya. Nah, okay. Nah, a cake ini adalah singular atau plural? Singular. Kalimat tunggal. Kalau kalimat tunggal dalam present, maka to be-nya apa? Is. Betul. Kemudian verb-nya turun menjadi verb 3 tadi ya. Verb 3 dari it itu apa? Oke, betul, eaten. Kemudian tadi kita tambahin by. By ini boleh dipakai, boleh enggak. Jadi opsional. Bisa dipakai, bisa tidak. Kalau misalnya di dalam kalimat-kalimat seperti ini biasanya dipakai. Tapi kalau misalnya dalam teks itu boleh dipakai atau tidak. By siapa? Siapa yang makannya? Oke, subjeknya ditarik ke belakang. Fiona. Jadi, a cake is eaten by Fiona. Seperti itu, ya. Bagaimana kalau kita buat, ini kan present. Sekarang bentuk pastnya. Jadi seperti apa? Oke, aktifnya. Fiona eat, begini. Oke, a cake. Oke. Kalimat pasifnya? Oke, a cake tarik ke sini. A cake. Oke, karena a cake ini adalah singular, maka dia pakai was. Was? Iya. Eaten, dia tetap bentuk ketiga. By Fiona. Oke, sudah bisa semua? Bisa. Why do we need to learn passive voice? Yang pertama, when you want to become a good writer. Jadi penulis yang baik itu menulisnya tidak selalu kalimat yang aktif begitu ya. You have to learn about passive sentence. Ya. And the second one, to write the report. Ketika menyampaikan sebuah berita, dia menggunakan banyak kalimat pasif, ya, ketimbang kalimat aktif. And the last one, to describe object or the certain incident. Kita mau mendeskripsikan sebuah objek, kita pakai kalimat pasif seperti itu. And then, when do we use passive voice? Kapan kita makainya? Yang pertama, you don't want to say who or what did the action. Yeah, if you don't know who did the action. And then, The object is the most important part of the sentence. Jadi objeknya itu yang lebih kita fokuskan ya di dalam sebuah kalimat. There are 4 steps to make passive voice. The first one, identify the subject, verb, and object. Jadi ketika kita ingin membuat kalimat passive voice, maka hal yang pertama kita lakukan adalah mengidentifikasi mana nih subjeknya, mana nih verbnya, and then where is the object, begitu ya. And the second one, move the object to become the new subject of the sentence. Jadi ketika kita tadi ya sudah menentukan subjeknya mana, verbnya mana, objeknya mana, maka kita bisa pindahkan objeknya menjadi subjek, seperti itu ya. And then you need to know what is the verb tense in active sentence. Jadi kita harus tahu verb dari kalimat aktif itu apa, tensesnya yang digunakan itu apa, maka baru kita bisa menyusun kalimat pasif. Yang keempat, subject of the sentence will be the last one in your sentence by ending by in the last form your passive voice. Jadi subjek dari kalimat itu akan menjadi yang terakhir ya, karena tadi dibalik ya, objeknya jadi di depan, kemudian subjeknya jadi di belakang, dan kita bisa menambahkan by agent tadi ya, itu opsional, bisa ditambahkan atau bisa tidak, begitu. Okay, well now I will share the first worksheet for you. Okay, the first activity, you have to analyze the sentence structure from the following text and write it into the table. Ya, di sini sudah ada tabel ya yang berisi structure-nya ya, generic structure dari passive voice. Silahkan kalian baca dulu teksnya ya. Di setiap kalimat itu kalian analisis mana bagian subjek dari kalimat passive voice-nya, kemudian verb-nya yang mana, dan objeknya yang mana. Begitu ya. Ini khusus untuk kalimat pasif. Silakan dikerjakan. Have you finished? Okay. Let's we discuss the first activity. Okay, it is about telepon. Ada yang bantu Miss? Silakan membaca.
Telepon is a very popular food from East Java. It is made of glutinous rice flour. Usually, it is given a green color, which is taken from the essence of pandan leaves. Telepon dough is formed into small balls and it is filled with brown sugar. Then, it is boiled in boiling water. Telepon that has been cooked covered with bread covered.
Okay. Telepon is very popular food from East Java. From the first sentence, apakah ada kalimat pasif dalam kalimat pertama? Is there or not? There is not? Okay, tidak ada ya. Okay, it is made of glutinous rice flour. Ada? Okay. Okay, itu sebagai apa? Telepon sebagai subjeknya. Kemudian is made sebagai verb ya. Is-nya dia karena teleponnya itu singular, maka dia pakai is. So ditambah dengan bentuk ketiga dari make ya. Itu ada make ya. Oke, ini ya. It teleponnya itu verbnya is made and the object of glutinous rice flour ya, dari tepung ke ketan ya. Usually it is given a green color which is taken from the essence of pandan leaves. Ada kalimat pasifnya tidak? Ada? Ada. Di mana? Oke, it is given ya. Itu diberikan. Itunya telepon ya. Telepon itu diberikan pewarna ya, pewarna. Warna hijau ya, yang is taken bentuk apa itu? Bentuk apa? Pasif ya, yang diambil from the essence of pandan leaves, yang diambil dari daun pandan. Oke, klepon dot, tahu dot artinya apa? Iya, adonan. Klepon dot, adonan klepon is formed into small balls ya, is formed apa artinya? Dibentuk menjadi apa? Bola-bola kecil seperti itu ya. And it is filled with brown sugar. Iya, diisi dengan gula merah. Then it is boiled in boiling water. Direbus di dalam air yang mendidih. Klepon that has been cooked, covered with grated coconut. Iya, dikasih parutan kelapa terakhirnya ya. Oke. Ada kesulitan? Tidak? Bisa semua ya menganalisis mana verbnya, mana subjeknya, mana objeknya. Oke. Oke, well, now please make a group. Ya, they consist of 4 students each group. Silakan kalian membuat kelompok satu kelompok terdiri dari 4 siswa. Silakan. Okay, now we are going to second activity. Okay, I will share. Okay. In this activity, you have to change the active sentences, yeah, to become passive sentences. Yeah, there are some active sentences here. You have to change, yeah, into passive sentences. Are you get it? Yes. Yeah. Silakan dikerjakan. Finish? Okay, finish. Let's discuss. Number 1. Who will try to answer? Okay, Briley. Passive voice, passive sentence.
An awesome gift was given by my friend to me.
Okay. Awesome gift was given. Okay, was given by my friend to me. Okay, it is correct?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the second one, who will try to answer? Okay, Nisa.
The emotive sentence is the girls ate the cake in a restaurant.
Okay, the active sentence is the girls ate the cake in a restaurant.
The cake was eaten by the girls in a restaurant.
Using were or was? Was? Okay, because okay, because the subject is cake and the cake is singular noun. Okay. The third, who will try?
The active sentence, my mother makes fried chicken. The passive sentence, fried chicken is made by my mother.
Okay, fried chicken is made by my mother. Okay, good. Okay, well, students, it is time for you to make a text. Yeah, you have to choose a theme to your text. Okay, yeah, you have to use passive voice. Jadi silakan membuat sebuah teks yang di dalamnya itu banyak menggunakan kalimat pasif. Begitu ya. Silakan untuk kelompok 1 kita kasih temanya biar nggak sama. Kita kasih Indonesian traditional food, and the second sebuah situasi, an accident in the park, and the third Indonesian original product. Okay? Do you understand? Yes. Okay. Let's do now. Have you finished? Okay. Please come forward to present the best creation. Who will present first? Nisa dan kawan-kawan, boleh?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Theme is an accident in the park. And the title, a boy fell out from his bicycle. There's a boy playing bicycle in the park. Suddenly, the bike went out of control. The boy fell out. He was helped by a man who was around the park.
The boy's leg was injured. The man took him to doctor and treated his wound. Firstly, the boy's feet was cleaned with alcohol, then given betadine. After that, it was wrapped with a bandage. After treating, the boy was taken home by motorcycle and his bike was towed using a rope that was attached to motorcycle. Maybe that's all from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Tadi tentang anak laki-laki ya, the boy fell out from his bicycle, gitu ya. Is there any incorrect from their text?
I think the verb of the second paragraph is were because the subject is plural form.
Okay, plural form.
So it uses were.
Okay, it is use were. Okay? Ketemu? Okay, ketemu. Okay, give applause for the first group. Okay, thank you. The first group. And the second one, who will try? Okay. Kelompok mana? Kelompok ini? Oke, kelompok ini dulu tadi ya. Oke, the third group.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from third group, and the title is Indonesian Original Product. It's about songket.
Songket is a fabric that is woven using gold thread or silver thread, and it is produced from certain areas only in most of Indonesia. The orientation of songket stems from the use of this type of thread. The yarn is used for filling the surface of the woven fabric. How to make songket cloth that still uses manual loom as well as the material is still natural. Making songket is known as luxury cloth for nobles. But now, songket is not only for rich community, but also can be used for the many people because the price is various, from cheap to the expensive with a very expensive price.
Now, with using synthetic gold thread, the price of the songket is no longer so expensive. Even so, the best quality songket is still valued as a form, graceful and lavish art.
Okay, good job. Give applause for the third group. Okay, it is about Indonesian traditional product ya. Produk Indonesia. Mereka memilih songket. Is there any incorrect from their sentence or thoughts? Tidak ada? Tidak ada. Oke, give applause once more. Okay, the last group, please come forward.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, we are from third group and our team is Indonesian traditional food. And the title is karedok. Karedok is a raw vegetable salad in peanut sauce from West Java, Indonesia. It is one of the Sundanese signature dishes. It originally included cucumbers, bean sprouts, cabbage, legumes, and basil. It is covered in peanut sauce dressing. It is very similar to gado-gado, but in karedok all the vegetables are raw, while most of gado-gado vegetables are boiled and it uses kencur.
Karedok is also known as lotek for its fresh and raw version of the vegetable covered with peanut sauce. Karedok is served as daily food in the Sundanese family. Usually, it is eaten with hot rice, tofu, tempe, and kerupuk. Nowadays, karedok can be found in many versions from hawkers' cart stalls, even in restaurants.
In many places, to retain authenticity in both the production and flavor, the peanut sauce is made in front of the customers.
However, since this dish has gained great popularity, karedok sauce is now mostly made ahead of time and was cooked in bulk. Nowadays, in supermarket and stores, many peanut seasoning for karedok is sold.
Okay, that's all. Okay. That's all about karedok. Is there any incorrect from their text? There is. There is.
I think the verb find in the second paragraph should be verb 3. That is found.
Oh, second paragraph. Yang mana second paragraphnya?
That
Ini ya? Ini ya?
find, be found.
Oke. Seharusnya apa? Found ya, bentuk ketiga. Ya, oke. Ada lagi? Ada yang salah lagi nggak? Kira-kira? Tidak? Oke. Oke, good job. Thank you.
Thank you guys. I think it is enough from us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oke, just applause for your group. Okay, to check your understanding about our material today about passive voice. Okay, I have formative test for you. Kerjakan sendiri formative testnya. Don't forget to write your name and grade.
Have you finished?
Well, students, today we have learned about passive voice, yeah, or passive sentence. Okay, do you understand the differences between active and passive sentence? Ya, oke, sudah paham? Sudah. So, can you explain it? Siapa yang bisa memberikan penjelasan sedikit saja tentang ini? Oke, Maisha?
Active sentence is the sentence where the subject performs the action of the verb, whereas passive sentence is a type of sentence in which the subject receives the action of the verb.
Oke, good. Jadi active sentence ya. Jadi kalimat aktif itu adalah kalimat di mana subjek tadi apa? Performing the action. Subjek itu yang fokus melakukan sebuah tindakan. Sedangkan passive sentence tadi passive voice itu artinya adalah subjeknya itu receivers. Receivers ya, menerima sebuah tindakan daripada verb, begitu ya. Jadi fokusnya adalah ke verbnya. Jadi subjek hanya menerima dari verbnya, begitu, dari kata kerjanya. You get the point? It is clear for you? Okay. Okay, well I think that's all for today. For the next week, we will discuss about explanation text. So, prepare it well. And now let's closing our meeting with saying hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu alla ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Okay, thank you for your nice attention. I close. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.